shut his raggedy. Take the word raggedy, but replace the R with an F. And she told him to shut his raggedy, raggedy mouth up. That was great. That was like one of my favorite moments from Rachel.
Thank you for having me up on your panel. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate you.
So I wanted to kind of dive right in on this, and I was just going to quickly make the point that I've been all over TikTok this evening, and I have noted that the more I have conversation with leftists, the more I pull out the poisonous ideology. It turns out that most of them are actually celebrating that Charlie Kirk was assassinated, and they're a bunch of liars and are trying to pretend that they're not. And they know it was due to their rhetoric of calling everyone fascist and Nazis and everything else that led to this.
Okay, I've been up here for how long, Modern?
You've been up here for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I think that's a significant. Do you think that I'm faking my position?
Yeah, let's just find out. Do you think that it was a bad thing or a good thing that Charlie Kirk was assassinated?
No, I don't. The way that he was assassinated.
No, not the way. I'm not asking about the way. Let's say he dropped dead. Let's say he dropped dead of a heart attack tomorrow.
Well, I think people respond to you accordingly because you're very pushy and rude.
I just want to. Listen. I just want to get to the heart of this. I don't want to mess around with it. If Charlie Kirk had, if Charlie
overtalk until someone gets frustrated.
Man. I'm not trying to overtalk. I just let me ask the question. I'll let you answer. Calm down, lady. Calm down. Lady, calm down. Listen, let me ask the question, lady. Calm down.
You did.
I haven't yet. Just calm down, lady.
You absolutely
Lady, calm down, lady. Calm down. So look,
well, go ahead, ask him
okay,
again.
great. Let's say Charlie Kirk had a heart attack instead of being assassinated. Would that be a good thing or a bad thing?
That would be Mother Nature.
Answer my question.
No. I'm sorry that I'm not answering your question the way you.
No, you're just not answering it at all. Would it be good or would it be bad?
Can I finish?
Yeah, I want you to answer the question. Answer the question. Would it be good or bad? 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 Would it be good or bad?
I am so curious.
Answer the question. Answer the question. Answer the question. Would it be good or bad? Would it be good or bad?
This is
Would it be good or bad? Just answer the fucking question. Would it be good or bad?
Is he for real?
This lady will never answer. Here, go through your stupid monologue and then never answer. And I'm going to answer. I'm just going to ask the same question.
The first question you asked me.
I'm just going to ask the same question.
Good or bad that I'm alive. It's not nuanced. You can't make me mourn a person that I never respected.
Well, is it good or bad?
Is it good or bad?
Wait. Andrew, is it?
And I said the way that this happened in such a
not the way. I'm asking if he had a heart attack. If he had a heart attack.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm just starstruck here. That
either way, I feel for his family. I didn't cause this, so I'm not gonna say whether something was.
So let's say he had a heart attack. Let's say he'd had a heart attack instead of being assassinated. Would that have been good or bad?
And maybe you're angry and you're
holy
upset,
shit, this lady will never answer the fucking question.
That's because she can't.
You don't know how to properly regulate your emotions. And
that's because she knows the answer is not good. She knows that it's good. She wants to say that it's good that Charlie got killed. So she's trying to dance around it and answer it in certain ways, and that's why she's not directly answering the question.
That's okay. Maybe
if he was poisoned,
you absolutely should be on a fucking list for like.
Oh yeah, I should be on a list like Charlie Kirk was.
Yes, you're yelling
like Charlie Kirk was. I'm not yelling at you, lady. You don't answer what I'm asking you.
I was saying I'm not out here celebrating his unaliveness. Not
Andrew. To be fair, she was not celebrating.
Okay. Let me just ask you. Then I'm just gonna ask you directly. Oh, would you, lady? Would you stop talking for 5 seconds?
Hold on, let's let him talk.
He's made into a martyr, which
okay. Stop talking, lady. Here's my question.
See, and that's horrible justification. That's one of their reasons why they think it's wrong is because, well, he got made into a martyr, and I don't think he should be. It's like, oh, that's the worst part about him getting killed. It's like when Cenk Uygur wanted when he was saying the same thing about Charlie Kirk, like, hey, don't attack him because it's just going to make him into a martyr. It's like, oh, really? That's the worst part about it. That's the worst part about him getting attacked. He's going to be made into a martyr. Like, I think there's worse. I think there's a little bit of worse reasons to why that's a bad thing. But these people, they're just insane.
So Charlie Kirk is he's talking, okay, in front of the university. And instead of being assassinated, he was poisoned. And then later that night, he died, not in front of his family or anything like that. Is that bad? And if so, why?
I don't advocate for his unalivement. Never said that I did. No
Can you repeat my question?
What would you think of it?
Can you repeat my question so that I know that you understood it?
There you go. Bad.
Okay, now why? Why would it have been bad?
I just said I don't advocate for.
That's not giving me a reason why it's bad. That's just saying you don't advocate a thing.
Just because you want to fit me into a fucking box and have me say what you want, you're a fucking psycho.
What makes it bad? Isn't he a Nazi? Don't you think he's a Nazi and a fascist?
I personally, I didn't listen to him long enough to have a fucking opinion on him.
So you don't know anything about him. So why would you say it's bad or good?
No, I chose to not listen to him because I don't.
Why?
Agree with his ideas.
Oh, so because he's a Nazi and a fascist, right? Because he's a Nazi and a fascist.
Yeah, I mean the things they were saying, like public executions in front of.
There we go. So why are you so sad that this Nazi fascist who wanted public? Why are you so sad?
Why are you?
Well, because this is the thing, though, right? It's like.
This is logic.
Yeah, this is logic. Why is it that you're sad? Why is it that you're sad that this person you consider
when he says empathy doesn't exist?
Oh, there we go. So the thing is like if this guy he didn't say empathy doesn't exist, you're lying.
Oh, okay.
What he said specifically was that empathy first, and this is something I say often too. Empathy first is poison.
Can you pull me that quote?
Yeah, sure. Pull it up. He says leading by empathy.
Can you pull me?
It's your claim. It's your claim. You claimed that he said empathy doesn't exist. You said he said empathy doesn't exist.
You were quoting him, not me. But
I was parafphrasing him. You said he claimed empathy doesn't exist.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't. You just made it up. But here we're getting to the poison. Hang on, we're getting to the poison now. Why is it? Yeah, why is it that if you think he was a Nazi and all of this stuff,
I'm not gonna fucking stop.
Why is it that you think if he was a Nazi?
Sure half of the fucking chat right here is fucking annoying.
Yeah, if you think he was a Nazi, why is it that you're sad he was unalived?
Say that? Stop putting words in my mouth,
Okay,
bitch.
so then what was your ideological issues with Kirk?
This is what you're assuming.
Then what were your ideological issues with Kirk? Then what were they?
I didn't agree with him when he said, "Oh, I would go into a flight, and if I seen that it was a black pilot, I would feel unsafe."
Is that evil?
That's racist to me.
Is that evil?
That's racist.
Is it evil?
It's racist.
Is it evil? Is racism evil?
Racist.
Is that?
I hate it when they go to that example. I hate the whole arguing about DEI in general. Like, it's not a hard concept. People shouldn't be hired because of their skin color, but these people always try to justify it. Like, yeah, listen, yeah, if you see a black pilot, yes, like a black female pilot, yeah, I'm going to be worried because I don't know if they were hired there because they're deserving to be there or because they're black and a woman and they want to fill a freaking DEI quota. And they always try to justify it by saying, well, you still have to get a license. Like, you still have to qualify. Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're the best position for the job. You could qualify for something without being the best for it. Like, just meeting the minimum requirements doesn't mean that you're the best pilot for the job.
Evil?
What is his problem?
Answer the question. Is racism evil?
Yeah.
Then why would you care? Why would you care if this racist got unalive then? I don't get it.
I'm not mourning him in the way
exactly. Yeah, you're not mourning him at all.
That doesn't mean that I care or don't care.
Well, why do you care? Why do you care if a Nazi and a racist got killed? Why would you care?
You guys are weird.
Answer the question, lady.
Like the fucking epitome of weird.
Oh, you're weird. Great argument. So answer the question.
We're having a very good conversation.
Yeah, where nobody was putting your feet to the fire.
Yeah.
Where nobody was putting your feet to the fire.
You're doing that.
Yes, I do. Yes,
you're
I do.
A fucking idiot.
Oh, well, you got me.
Said that he deserved to be unalive.
Got me.
Did I say that he's anything that you're quoting me to fucking say.
Yeah, but you say that he's a racist. You say he's a racist and he's evil.
Yeah, I think that he had racist tropes.
Uh-huh.
And that he was perpetuating a fucking like a white agenda.
Oh, there we go. And it's a YT agenda. So ultimately the same rhetoric that you're using was Charlie Kirk a threat to our freedom?
I don't know. Ask the MAGA who unalived him.
I'm asking you.
Ask the MAGA.
I'm asking you.
Ask
Was
the
Charlie Kirk
MAGA.
a threat to our freedom?
I could give
They're still trying to say that it was someone from MAGA that unalived him. Like, that's insane. Yeah, because as we know, we always call people on our side fascists, you know, and we would write that in our bullet, catch fascists. Totally something we would do. As you know, we all consider Charlie Kirk a fascist here on the right.
Shit,
Answer the question. Was Charlie Kirk a threat to our freedom? Was Charlie Kirk
think that a lot of liberals found him a threat, but I do think that a MAGA, a Christian,
No, that never happened. You're just making all that up.
Yes, a religious.
Show me that this guy was a MAGA religious Christian, you lying sack of dog vomit. Show me.
Born a fucking Republican.
You don't get born. You get born as a Republican. Oh, I didn't know you could get born a Republican. You're born Republican. You're born Republican. You're born Republican.
I mean, his family put a gun in his hand before he could fucking.
That means you're a Republican.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
You don't know
the fucking statistics and.
Go look at the statistics for what?
Growing Democrats, like they're not.
How could you ever demonstrate someone's born Republican?
Yeah, no kidding. He was born Republican.
Well, I mean, his whole family, even his grandma, said they're all MAGA.
So if it's the case that your family's a Republican, that means you must be.
I'm just saying.
Do you have Republican family members? Do you have Republican family members?
Quoted saying that their whole family is MAGA.
Yeah. Do you have Republican family members?
Grown up that way.
Do you have Republican family members?
Yeah.
So how can you have been born a Democrat and then Republican?
Well, not my parents. My parents were both.
If your parents were both Republican, were you born a Republican?
Do you even fucking listen?
I'm trying.
Yeah, I mean, what if the father was a Democrat and the mother was a Republican? Are you like half and half? Are you a centrist?
My parents are Democrats.
No,
you're not.
So you were born a Democrat?
You're listening to respond.
So you were born a Democrat?
You're an absolute troll.
You were born a Democrat? So you were born a Democrat?
Yes, I was.
You were born a Democrat. I was born a Democrat.
She's a really good example of why we shouldn't be involved in the political process.
Both of my parents were very liberal, left-leaning, and I fall to suit.
Yeah, you'll get older and
I agree with their ideology.
You grow out of it.
You were born a Democrat.
And I didn't unalive Charlie Kirk. Newsflash.
Yeah, we didn't say you did. I just don't understand. You say
somebody who was raised a Republican. You just don't want to fucking hear it.
Why do you even have an opinion on? Why do you even have an opinion on Charlie Kirk? Why do you even have an opinion on him if you didn't listen to him?
Who literally had a gun in his hand before he could fucking walk?
Yeah, prove that too.
Prove
that he had a gun in his hand before he could walk. You're just making that up too.
What would even be wrong with that? Why would that be wrong?
Seen the fucking pictures?
Yeah, show me the picture of him having a. Hang on. Show me the picture of him having a gun in his hand before he could walk. Lunatic. Show me.
I'm pretty sure he was like fucking 8 years old.
Oh, so he could walk? So he could walk? He's just making shit up.
I'm pretty sure
what's the reason you don't walk?
So it's proving you're slow right now. So yeah.
Oh yeah, everyone's slow.
Tell us why you think Charlie Kirk was such a bad guy. What did he say or advocate for that was so bad?
I just told you I don't fucking agree with his ideology. The fact
I thought you didn't listen to him.
Oh my God,
you didn't listen to him.
Yeah, and by the way, they asked how was he bad, not like do you agree with his ideology? Like just because you disagree with his ideology doesn't mean his ideology is bad.
Said to her and him, sorry, Andrew, him.
I thought she didn't listen to him.
Said that he that if he walked into
He was talking about DEI, you stupid brat.
He
was talking about DEI.
Did he feel the same way
He
about
was
Alec
saying,
Baldwin? Like,
I want people to be hired based on merit. He was making, this is what you people do. You take everything out of context. Why don't you be quiet for a second and let me talk?
I didn't.
Why don't you shut your mouth?
I didn't really shut up. Charlie Kirk brought race into it.
Why don't you shut up and let me talk? Because what you're doing is you're being dishonest and you're lying. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Walked into a plane and that pilot was black. Because of DEI, you stupid brat. Stop lying. This is what you people do.
You do realize.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, you stupid bitch.
I'm not gonna
listen to me. He was talking about DEI. He wanted to know that whoever is there because of merit and not because they're a DEI hire. You're a DEI.
You're a DEI. If you're enjoying Rachel Wilson call these people stupid bitches and to shut their mouths, please like this video and also subscribe to my channel. Let's continue.
DEI hire. I bet you're a DEI hire. Where do you work? What kind of industry do you work in?
Yourmom.com.
Oh, got her.
That's right. That's what I thought. So tell us all about where you work and what industry you're in, and that you're not an industry DEI hire.
Send you my fucking IP address, you fucking cuck.
You don't even know what the hell you're talking about. You're the best possible example of why women shouldn't even be talking about politics. You're completely uninformed. You have no idea what you're talking about. Where's your husband, by the way? Does your husband know you're on here?
You must hate a lot.
I don't have a husband.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. She doesn't have a husband. Who would have thought? Who would have thought she's not married?
Wait, who, is that a troll?
No, it's actually Kim.
Am I not allowed to be here?
No, I didn't know if it was like a real or fake account.
A real what? I'm sorry.
Real or a fake account?
No, it's a real account.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on your panel, by the way.
Yeah. What are you known for example? Because obviously a lot of people are asking you to join.
Oh, I'm known as a kind of a right-wing commentator.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Also, everybody, just so you know, we are being streamed on his YouTube live. Just most people aren't aware.
Well, why is that a problem on a publicly broadcast channel for there to be public restreaming?
I just don't think people should be caught off guard. I think everybody should be aware that we are being live streamed on this.
And the problem with that is what? What is the problem with that?
There's no problem with it. There's no problem. I just think people should be aware.
I'm sorry.
No one has an issue with it. She's just making people aware in case they choose not to be like live streamed on your platform, which has like a lot of people viewing it.
Yes,
as compared to like this chat that has like 90 people. It would make sense that people want to be.
By the way, you're welcome for that.
Oh, I recognize you now. Okay. Yeah, yeah, there we go. It's your accent. That's what reminds me. I can't see the profile picture properly.
Yeah, they probably show up pretty small, I'm guessing.
I just want to make clear when I make comments about like how Charlie Kirk is a bad person, the way that he was still like unalived in public or unalived at all was still like absolutely abhorrent. But I think framing him as like an angelic person, I think, is just a tad bit strange.
Except that he was known as a moderate right winger. He was trying to make inroads with the left, especially in universities where he was willing to engage in dialogue with tens of thousands of people, and he was extremely good at it. And it was due to left-wing rhetoric and you people that he was assassinated publicly in front of his family, children, and thousands of people. It's horrific, the rhetoric of you people. You called them fascist and Nazis and everything else, and you're still here coping and saying, hang on, let me finish, I'm almost done, then you can say your piece. You're still here right this second. Oh yeah, it shouldn't have happened, but he was a really bad person. What do you think is going to happen with that kind of rhetoric? It's going to be this kind of thing. That's exactly the kind of thing that you would expect to happen. You call these people fascist and Nazis and everything else under the sun, and then you're surprised that somebody opens up with them with a rifle across across a field on top of a building. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so I think that when it comes to some rhetoric, I do believe that a lot of it's like false misinformation. That's a big concern with a lot of talking points. But would you say like the reason why some people are discussing whether he's a terrible person or not is because people are sick of certain types of like hypocrisy, right, and special pleading.
There's no hypocrisy nor special pleading. There's a direct correlation between the violence of the left and their rhetoric. We see this with Antifa, the multiple rights that they stoke, and the NGOs who have private meetings trying to stoke this type of violence. We see it time and time and time again. I watched the California riots. I went into multiple of the meetings that the Antifa members were having and the NGOs were sponsoring in order to stoke that kind of violence. There is no hypocrisy. What's going on is that leftists clearly want to unalive right-wingers. It's very clear to us at this point.
I think the main concerns with why we think there's going to be a type of hypocrisy and special pleading is in the case that when it comes to some like political discourse that is going to be spoken on every issue that may turn about, such as the school smooting that happened just like soon after.
I really hate TikTok's terms of service. Like I said, people complain about YouTube's, but they can't even say school shooting. They have to say school smooting and pew pews, and they can't even say white or black. They have to say white T or BLK. So lame.
I'm not saying like no attention was given to those sort of like things, but when it comes to like
thank you very much, Michael, for becoming a member. Good to see you, Michael, as always, and thank you very much for becoming a member. I thought you were already a member, but hey, I guess not. But thank you very much, Michael. A lot of perks that well, not a lot, but for a cheap price, you get some perks as a member.
Providing a medal, right? These sort of like things, like
providing a medal. What do you mean?
I think I don't think you call it medal. What's the specific thing Trump awarded him?
Posthumous Medal of Freedom.
Yeah, the guy, the man was doing his best to make inroads with left wingers on their own college campus. By the thousand, he would have discussions with them. Of course, he deserves, and he was brutally assassinated due to left wing rhetoric. Like what part of this are you not getting?
Yeah, so what do you mean? What am I misunderstanding here by simply saying that it's going to be the case that I think this idea that when it comes to if it was the case of a leftist, I don't think there's going to be like chances where Trump is going to provide them like medals of like ornament as if he's a martyr.
They gave Barack Obama a Nobel Peace Prize before he was ever even in a position to bring peace anywhere. Don't give me this shit. Don't give me any of this garbage. Look, he gave him a Medal of Freedom because he earned it. He earned it. Who else has earned it more than Charlie Kirk?
No, who provided it to him? Because obviously I said Trump.
Yes, and I was drawing a comparison. Do you know what a comparison is?
Yes, and I asked you who gave it to him to make it analogous.
That was given to him by the Nobel Peace Prize team, the people who decide that.
Yeah, okay, but we're talking,
and they were left wingers.
Yeah, I'm giving you a symmetry breaker, so it's going to be the case that I think there's going to be special pleading when it comes to the fact that Trump in of itself, right, with his sort of like biased views towards his political party, right, I don't think he would provide the same sort of virtue in the idea of those who are leftist holding political views. Like if it was a case that obviously I don't Dean Parker. Yeah, they don't have the same amount of influence as Charlie Kirk, but if it was for them, do you think that there's any evidence
that's you doing special pleading, bro?
Wait,
you are special pleading. Special pleading is the informal fallacy. Someone's arguing their own case as an exception to the general rule. That's literally what you're doing right this second. You're saying if it was the case that we had the equivalency of Kirk, but it was some left-winger, Trump would not have given him the award. That is the epitome of special pleading yourself.
That's not what special pleading means. So if it's the case,
I'm literally reading the informal fallacy right now. They argue their own case as an exception to a general rule.
You don't need to repeat the same thing. I heard you, and I can give verbatim what you just said. I know what special pleading is, right?
Then explain.
Now, what I'm saying to you, why I'm giving you an explanation of why it's not special pleading. So I'm not giving in virtue of the fact of one in which there's no symmetry breaker of another. I'm saying it's going to be in true with the fact that there's going to be opposing rhetoric, those who are leftists, And there's going to be no evidence to suggest that Trump would give the same type of gratitude. That can't be special pleading, because I'm not simply saying one is true, the other is not, even though they are both the same.
Well, this isn't even a symmetry breaker. First, logically, I have to agree that that's even the case. That hasn't been established. You're just asserting it. And the special pleading is that you are presenting this as an exception. But there's no reason for us to believe that. There's no reason for us to believe that if a left-winger wasn't or was assassinated publicly like this, who's making the same inroads as Charlie Kirk, Trump very well may have given him the medal. You have no way to know that. You're just making it up. You're just making it up.
I said that, wait, I didn't make the claim, the proposition. It's going to be the case that Trump is not going to give them the medal. I said there's no evidence to suggest that. That's all I said to you.
Yeah, but you know, the thing that's funny here is like, so what? The absence of evidence itself, it hasn't happened. There's no way for you. This is just your opinion. You're just saying my opinion is thus.
There's two questions on board, right, on the panel that's simply asking are based on those of a subjective account. I'm not making the claim of like some objectivity.
Okay.
Wait, do you think like when we ask, do people feel bad? Do you think that's not going to be a subjective account?
Of course. Sure. Yeah, both. Yeah. They're both subjective accounts, but you're trying to use objective facts for the subjective account.
No, I'm not.
Then why did you say the word evidence?
Wait, do you think evidence can't be used for subjective account?
I think generally speaking, when people reference evidence, they're using it as an objective standard. Yes.
Wait, do you think that if somebody says like someone likes oranges, right, and they keep looking at oranges, it's going to be the case that these are all objective qualities?
No, I didn't say that. I said when we use the word evidence, we're generally pointing to something which is objective. Yes.
Wait, I will agree with you. That's what generally people mean, right? But it's also going to be in cases where we have evidence that's on the subjective account.
Yeah, but that's not what you're referencing.
Yes, I am.
Then okay, then why would you say lack of evidence, even though that the inference there is that there's an objective account of evidence?
No.
Yes.
No, evidence simply, right, reduced down to the idea of increasing the probability of the conclusion being true. All I'm simply saying is that there is no evidence, whether it's going to be subjective or objective, right? Because anything, any of those two categories can be taken into account when deducing or inducing the idea that Trump wouldn't give the leftists a medal, right? So I don't mind any type of evidence that's shown to me that.
Okay, well then fine. Then the counter.
Who cares? Like, I mean, like, why is he trying to make a point? Like, well, Trump wouldn't have given him a medal. Like, who cares about the medal? Like, that's not what the conversation is about right now. The conversation is about Charlie Kirk and whatnot, and is about like if he should have been unalive due to his beliefs and due to his rhetoric and such. I don't know why they're debating about the medal. Like, who cares if Trump would have given Harry Sisson a medal if it was him or not? What does it matter?
Here is just there's no evidence he wouldn't. That's simple. That's simple. No, there's no stronger evidence. That would be an objective standard. What would stronger mean here? What would stronger mean here?
Wait. Do
you have a stronger opinion? Hang on, stop. Let me finish. Let me finish. My turn. Are you just saying that you would have a stronger opinion? That's all you're saying. My opinion is stronger, or are you pointing to something objective? Stop, bro. Let me finish my question. Or are you saying objective? Are you saying when you say stronger, you mean something objective we would agree to?
No.
Well, then you're just being stronger opinion.
Right. Wait.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's right. You just mean stronger opinion. When you say stronger evidence in this case, you're just saying I have a stronger opinion.
You just agreed with me. Evidence can be made on the subjective account. So why would that follow?
Because if it's the case that you're saying that this is simply subjective, that when you're referencing evidence in this case use, when I say evidence, it just means subjective account. But when I point that there's stronger evidence for my position than yours, how is that anything other than my subjective opinion is stronger than yours?
Yeah, so if it's going to be followed to the case that if I give you a simple analogy before we can add on to that. So if we have an individual that has explains to themselves that and others that they love oranges and they give the reasons why, and we have someone who just simply looks at oranges, even those who looks at oranges are going to be small types of evidence that he may like oranges. While the better explanation, those who explain their views on things, is going to be stronger evidence for that conclusion. So yes, you can give stronger cases based on their explanation.
But that would be, well, then you're creating a standard in which is objective that we should follow.
That's not objective. That's not stance independent.
Well, okay. I'm sorry. Again, I'm not saying objective as in mind dependent or not mind dependent. I'm talking about in the commons when you say objective versus subjective. You're trying to create an empirical standard in which we can base these things on, but you're smuggling in subjective here as though it means mind dependent or not mind dependent. And that's bullshit. You shouldn't be doing, hang on, you shouldn't be doing that because that reduces your position to my strong opinion versus your strong opinion. And that's it. Unless you're trying to say we can create empirical standards, which we can both use. Is that what you're saying?
Wait, no, I simply meant it as you described before when it comes to that of subjective account, which is mind dependent. Objective is
but you're mixing philosophy with the commons. When you say mind dependent or not mind dependent as objective versus subjective is a philosophical way to look at objective versus subjective. You're not doing that. You're saying there's an empirical standard which we can adhere to for whether or not your evidence is better than mine. That's an empirical claim. This empirical claim that you're talking about would infer to me that you think that there's some sort of objective standard we ought follow here.
Wait, so when we're referring to types of evidence, like it could be the case that we can use evidence that is going to be objective or a subjective account. You already agreed to that.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with what I just said. Do you want to use an empirical standard or not? Just answer the question. Do you want to use an empirical standard here or not?
I said I don't mind if you provide empirical standards or subjective standards.
Okay, well then what's the empirical standard we should use that Trump wouldn't award this to a leftist?
Yeah, so if there's like data to show, like for example, like I gave you before, the question of if we have show case of examples of this individual providing or someone similar to Trump providing these types of medals in virtue of the fact and that they're celebrating them as martyrs, that's what's being explained right now.
And do you think we should follow that as a standard?
Yeah, when we're trying to induce that if there's going to be special pleading going on. Absolutely.
Okay, so then you think that we should follow your empirical standard. We ought to do that, yeah?
That'd be special pleading infidel. If Trump wouldn't give it to a leftist, but he would give it to Charlie. That's not special pleading at all.
Wait, if there's going to be no symmetry breaker in the case of like the reasons why they give it to
he actually was agreeing with your position. You're arguing with him, which is hilarious.
Wait, I think Dorsey, you're not agreeing with me, are you?
I don't agree with him at all. No, there is a relevant symmetry breaker. Dean's a leftist, Charlie isn't. And the entire dispute between people on the left and people on the right are morally relevant facts.
Dean's not a leftist.
Saucy.
More left.
It would.
Congratulations, Wick Moto. That is awesome. Yeah, brag away. That is something to brag about. But yeah, I mean, I really don't care. Like, I don't know. I don't understand what's the difference here. Like, it's like they're trying to find anything to try to blame Donald Trump or to blame Charlie Kirk or whatever to actually deflect from the fact that a lot of these lefties agree with the fact that the world's better off without Charlie Kirk, and they're happy that he's gone because that's just one less person to how do you say, spread this evil ideology that is the right wingism and MAGA and all that stuff and Christianity, you know what I mean? So I really don't care. Like, what does it matter if Donald Trump would have gave the Medal of Freedom to Harry Sisson or not? Like, who cares? It doesn't matter. Was it Harry Sisson that got shot? No, it wasn't it? Is Harry Sisson in danger of getting shot by a right winger? No, he's probably not. Because we don't believe in unaliving and using violence against our enemies. So really, it's probably a question that we'll never have answered. And hopefully we never do get answered, because I don't want to see Harry Sisson get shot, even if I do disagree with him. I don't call for violence, nor do I dance on the graves of people who die because I disagree with them. And I don't think most people on the right do. That's a lefty thing. So, and that's what these lefties want to try to deflect from. So who cares? Why are they arguing about it? This was entertaining, though. Love seeing Andrew going to TikTok. I've been loving posting these because it shows the insanity that we're dealing with from the light, since TikTok seems to be their hub, seems to be their home. And I want to share this just to show what exactly they think about Charlie Kirk and Andrew Wilson owning them. Also, great to see Rachel Wilson getting in on the act. I love seeing her tell people to shut their mouths and whatnot. It was absolutely great to see. But what did you guys think about it? Leave a comment in the comment section below. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you really liked it. I got more Andrew Wilson stuff for you. I even got some Rachel Wilson stuff, and I have a bunch more content very similar to this that I think you'll enjoy. Also, I have a link to this video down in the description down below, and make sure you subscribe to the Crucible as well.